There comes a time in life when nothing defines us more than our humanity, not our religion, not our language, not the color of our skin. And that's exactly what defined Mother Teresa. She wasn't born rich, she wasn't born powerful, but she was born with a heart that could feel the pain of the entire world. She devoted her life to those whom society had forgotten, the sick, the dying, and the abandoned, and through her actions, she taught us what real love looks like. Mother Teresa once said, "If you judge people, you have no time to love them." That single sentence holds the essence of her entire philosophy. She believed that love wasn't meant for the deserving, it was meant for the needing. Her compassion wasn't selective. It flowed freely like light from a candle that never burns out. She often said, "Not all of us can do great things, but we can do small things with great love." And that was her magic, finding divinity in the simplest of acts. Cleaning wounds, feeding the hungry, holding the hands of the dying. To her, these weren't just acts of service, they were acts of worship. She once said, "When I wash the wounds of the sick, I feel like I am touching the wounds of Christ himself." Imagine that level of faith, that purity of thought, to see God in human suffering. Mother Teresa believed that every smile could heal something the world had broken. She said peace begins with a smile. That was her way. She didn't preach from a pulpit, she smiled in the streets, she prayed through her actions, and her silence spoke louder than sermons. In her eyes, the color of blood was the same for everyone, red, pure, and human. Her life was a living reminder that service is the highest form of faith. She walked through the darkest corners of pain, carrying nothing but kindness. She cradled babies who had been abandoned, whispered comfort to those taking their last breath, and held dying people in her arms, not because she had to, but because she wanted to. Her hands were not just hands of care, they were hands of God at work. Mother Teresa often said, "If you want to see God, look for him in the faces of the poor and suffering." For her, God wasn't in temples or churches alone, he was in every human being who needed love. She taught that the greatest wealth isn't found in money or fame, but in a heart that knows how to give. "It's not how much we give," she said, "but how much love we put into giving." Even today, her words echo across the world like a gentle prayer, reminding us that kindness is the only language that every soul understands. Her life was a testament that we don't need to be extraordinary to make a difference, we just need to love extraordinarily.